Hi, thanks for watching. This is Hito from HITOSTAR.com. I am a singer, dancer, astrologer based in New York City, originally from Japan. Today I'm going to be speaking about new supermoon in Libra on October 16th and 17th, 2020. This is a new moon happening in sign of Libra, but it's not a regular new moon, it's a supermoon. Supermoon is when the moon and the sun is conjunct and it's much closer to the earth. So the gravitational pull from the moon is much stronger than usual. So we as human being on the earth, we can feel this much stronger than usual, meaning a big new beginning is happening, and also a powerful transformational events are happening around this time. The sign of Libra is about partnership, relationships in general, love relationships. It's about fairness, it's about equality, it's about love, balance, and harmony in our life. So around this new moon, you might have some change that's happening in relationships in general. There might be some new relationships that's happening. There is a powerful configuration happening at this new moon. We have the moon and the sun in sign of Libra, and that's making a 90-degree called square to Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter in sign of Capricorn, and the moon and the sun are also opposing 180 degree to Mars in Aries. So all these planets are making an angle called T-square. That's a very powerful configuration. So there's a lot happening here. We had a big event at the beginning of 2020, Saturn and Pluto conjunction. That was the beginning of coronavirus and all the changes we've been experiencing in the world. And now these planets are triggered and emphasized again with these planets at this new moon, meaning whatever you are experiencing in 2020, the changes are magnified at this new moon. So what are the things that's happening to you? What are the changes that's been occurring in your life? Saturn and Pluto combination is deconstructing. So as we already saw in the world, a lot of things are deconstructed. And now the universe is asking us, what now what? What's next? So whatever we are changing right now, we just have to keep going and find a new way to do things with new perspectives. I've been talking about this Mars retrograde in the last couple of videos. The planet Mars is much closer to the Earth right now, and it's called Mars retrograde. Retrograde is when a planet looks like it's going backwards from where we are on the Earth, and the symbolism of the planet is magnified. So we can experience this in fires and heat in actions, behaviors as well. So if you are experiencing this, some kind of heat in behaviors in yourself or from the others, so it's a great time to not to fight, but instead use your strategies, use your plans and patience, because this energy is it can be challenging, but we are going through this all together right now. It's until middle of November. So be patient. If things are not going as fast as you want, just do it little by little. We all need this kind of patience right now. And that's actually going to build a great success, long-term success at the end. Another event that's happening at this new moon is we have Mercury and Uranus oppose each other, 180 degrees. So Mercury is a planet of communication, conversation, information, and planet Uranus is about new way of doing things. It's about electricity. It's about putting things upside down. So this energy can be surprising and shocking. So already in the beginning of the month in October, you might have had some kind of storm in yourself that can feel like some kind of shock, some kind of urge that you want to be free. This can feel like you want to be free, but you are restricted somehow. So that was around October 7th, somewhere around there, a few days before and after. And this energy is actually happening almost the entire month because we have Mercury's retrograde at the same time. That's starting on October 13th until November 3rd. So around this time, this Mercury just keeps going backwards and forward that has this contact to this planet Uranus, which might not be comfortable. So the universe is making you do things that's uncomfortable, that's different, that's new to you. And if there are some shocking events or some kind of feeling that that comes out from yourself, it's important to listen to that feeling, and it's very piercing. It's about truth. Ultimately, this opposition is making us see different horizons, making us see the truth we want in our lives. So we have a Mercury's retrograde from October 13th to November 3rd. So Mercury's retrograde is the time this planet Mercury goes backwards. The planet of communication, conversation, it's about your thinking and mentality. That's going backwards. So you might feel introvert. It's a great time to look into something that you normally don't get to look into. So the universe is giving us a time to stop, especially this time, this Mercury's retrograde is happening in sign of Scorpio, which loves to dig into matters to the bottom of things and find answer, truth from there. So it's a wonderful time to really look into your psychology, mentality, things that happened in the past, that's related to things that's happening right now, because you might find some kind of answers that you never thought of, that you didn't think of how it's related. Since the Mercury is making an aspect to the planet Uranus, like I just explained, you might have some kind of aha moments that that makes you feel free, makes you realize something that you had no idea before. And that change can be very transformational because Scorpio is about transformation and changing things from all the way in the bottom. So if you are willing to change yourself, maybe clean your closet, clean your room, clean your relationships, it's a great time for you. And if you are experiencing some kind of storm, some kind of big change that you were just wondering, why is this happening to me right now? That's very normal in the last couple of weeks because of all the other planets that just made big moves, like Saturn went forward, Pluto went forward, and all the changes we are having right now. That's totally making us feel like, oh my God, what's going on in my life? But now the storm is coming down, and we just have to make a new, good, super strong intentions for this new moon. So speaking of new beginning, we have a huge event in December. That's on December 21st. We have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct in sign of Aquarius. And that's the same day as winter solstice. So I'm going to be talking more about this. But this is a huge event that astrologers have been talking about in the last couple of years. So this event is going to set the tone for the next 20 years and 200 years and 800 years. That's because we have different cycles with different planets. But what it is about is the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius is the energy of change. It's about freedom. It's about standing up for your truth. And it's about collaborating with others to make the changes. So we have this new wave that's totally coming very soon. And at this new moon we have right now in Libra, we are already going to see the glimpse of it. So I'm very excited and I'm already seeing that for myself, and I hope you are as well. Thanks so much for watching again. So yes, big changes are happening as I always say, but I am excited about this new moon this time because I have the moon in my natal chart. My moon is in sign of Libra, and I also have Saturn and Pluto in that sign. So basically in my chart, Libra is a very dominant sign. And today I put this Libra necklace to show my dedication for Libra. But I can already feel this Aquarius energy coming in. I just started to change my fashion a lot. I had someone who looked into my closet, and she actually uses numerology to change my look and improve and really shine myself from the natural place where I was born. So that really transformed my life inside out. And if you are looking into see what's going on in your life, what is the change that I'm having, especially this coming December, I was just talking about in the era of Aquarius, look into what was happening in your life or in your family in 1981, 1982, 1983, around that time. Because those events, those years are the years we were having a lot of major events in the sky that's repeating in our skies this year, 2020 and 2021. So whatever that's happening around that time is related. And I experimented with this myself, and I found something totally new in my family about it, that I always thought I'm not good at new technologies. I'm not good at things that's very top of the trend. And I never really liked doing social medias and computers and so on. But then I kind of had to when I started this astrology business. Then the last few years, I just started to really improve on that. And now I do everything online. Even before the coronavirus happened, I was already set to do everything online, and I was fine with Zoom and all the other platforms and everything. In fact, my YouTube video became #1 in Japan as well. I was wondering how that happened and how I was able to handle all this. Then I was kind of researching what's happening in my chart and my family. Then I asked my dad and mom back in this June, what was happening in 1981, 82, 83. I realized, so 1981 was the year my dad purchased his new computer, his first computer ever. And back then, computer was still kind of a rare thing, and he was always interested in, and that was the time he finally purchased and started to learn it. Then eventually, he started to teach that, and that became a part of his career. Although my dad is a Japanese teacher, so he teaches Japanese as main job. But then he has this computer science side. Then I kind of forgot about it for a long time. Then when I was researching about these years I was just talking about, I realized that was the year that's related to my dad. And now at this cycle this year, I started to teach social medias and how to use Zoom and everything. And my Zoom instructional video in Japanese was sold more than 100, like immediately. And people loved it all over the world. And so this is the kind of thing that I had no idea I had this kind of side, like a computer science side in myself. And my parents never thought either. So my dad ended up taking my Zoom lecture online and started to learn Zoom this year because he didn't know how Zoom works because he's much older now. He's in 60s. And his daughter surprisingly started to teach it. So I told him, look, I actually have a video for you. Then it's in Japanese and he can understand it. So then that was such an interesting event that never really thought that's going to happen in my life. And since my dad is a teacher, I always had some kind of complex about learning and like going beyond my dad. So, but at this point, now he's learning from what I created. And he actually thought that was just amazing how I taught and how I created everything. So this change is subtle, but it's really huge in my life. And now I'm confident and clear about my mission and myself. So now I feel much stronger with this event. So I hope this story of myself helps you to look into what's happening right now and in your life. If you were not born in those years yet, you can ask your parents or other family or relatives what was happening. That might be interesting for you. And I just released my new single. That's a big news. Please do listen to my single. It's called Drop It. It's a dance tune that should be in the nightclubs right now all over the world. But since we are at home, we're going to dance at home, apparently. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to put the links below. And if you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching again. I am wishing you a beautiful new supermoon in Libra. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Let me feel you just like that. Don't want me, why not? It chooses the